Good morning, guys. Last night's sleep was not too bad. It was actually really quiet here. Like as in very quiet. We do have a few boats that have started their engines and heading out this morning. And I see over here we have canoes out. So I think people are going on some experiences today, as today is Saturday. So I think there's going to be quite a few people on the canal today. Morning, sweetie.
Good morning.
How was your sleep?
Good, but how great is it to have some space in the bathroom?
If you have not seen our videos before, usually we are in our lovely home on wheels called Big Red. However, we decided to swap our van life for a little bit of life on the water and see if it's something that we would enjoy. So yesterday we picked up our trusty Noble Speed in Northern Wales called Luna, which is a 54-foot narrow boat that is really super easy to steer. Turn the other way, turn the other way.
I can't.
Oh, you brought us into the bushes.
I'm sorry.
So after a lot of practice, we kind of got the hang of it, and on our first day we crossed through tunnels, lifted bridges and went over the highest aqueduct in the UK. And the boat is bouncing against this little thin piece of metal.
I can't look.
We did spend our first night in Trevor Basin, and today's plan is to head to Llangollen. But to get there we have to go through the narrowest canal in the UK, and with our 54-foot boat I'm a little bit afraid of how that is gonna go.
Oh!
So this morning we filled our bellies with a lovely breakfast, and then we were asked to leave the bay area. So off we go, and don't forget to stick around as we'll be giving you a full tour of our home on the water later on in this video. How are we gonna get out of that?
I don't know, I guess you're gonna have to wait for one of them to leave. Careful.
So he's gonna move the boat to the side, and then we'll be able to go through there.
Oh, mind my head. There we go.
Oh, it's actually quite complicated reversing. Oh, sorry.
You're doing so well.
Cool, thanks.
Thanks so much.
It was so peaceful this morning, and then all of a sudden,
Boom.
go.
You are doing so well at this.
Check how good I am. I'm not even touching the sides of the boat. All right, you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
And let's go to Llangollen.
Thank you. Under tunnel 31.
Tight. They say we're going to go through some very narrow parts today, and I guess this is the start of it.
If you see on this side, there is barely any space for the boat to maneuver. And if I move to this side, we are basically on the wall. So if there was a boat to come there, there would be no space to really pass. We've been told that as soon as we get to 41W and 42W, that is like the narrowest part of this canal. So someone's gonna have to walk ahead in order to see if there's oncoming boats, and only then can you go through. Good morning.
Yeah.
The canal is super busy this morning. There are loads of kayakers, loads of people on tours on boats, because it looks like you can go on day tours as well. Ooh, almost got knocked by that tree. And just loads of people like us just cruising along the canal, which is awesome. Look at all these ducks. Oh my goodness, they're going for their morning swim, and they are just too cute. I've said it time and time again, but just being on the water or around the water just makes me so happy. But this morning we went and visited the Canal and River Trust Visitor Centre, and we learned so much about the work that they do. Basically, they are the UK's biggest canal trust, and they are the ones who take care of these canals. So they take care of all of the locks, the bridges, the aqueduct that we went over, and they just make sure that everything is in tip-top working condition, so that it doesn't matter if you are enjoying the canals like we are on a narrowboat, or you kayaking, or just taking a little walk along the side. They make sure everything is there just so that we can all enjoy this. We also learned that the Canal and River Trust rely a lot on donations and volunteers to help them keep the canals upkept. So if you are interested in the work that they do, I'll leave a link in the description for you so you can go and check it out.
Bridge number 34. 7 more bridges left till the narrowest part. Wow, it's so beautiful around here. It's completely different to yesterday's journey. The current is quite strong in this canal. I can actually feel it sometimes pushing the boat back, so I'm going to have to accelerate a bit more.
Danny's just trying to swing his bum so he can get as close to the edge to this side so that this boat can pass. You can really start to see how narrow this canal is getting at the moment. Woo! Hiya! I can't see other boats. Hello. Hello. Hey, we have some Welsh sheep. I don't know if you can see them, but they're up on the hill over there.
Hi, hi.
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 I don't know if you can see it, but the canal is very shallow over here. You can almost see the bottom.
Well, here we are at bridge 40. That means from the next one onwards is where it's going to get really narrow, and Leanne's going to have to go see if there's oncoming boats, as we will not be able to pass.
The most narrowest part of this canal.
Slight bump there. I must say our driving today is much better than it was yesterday.
That's because we have you as the captain.
Just so that you know, when you've got past the 10th time, we're done.
Okay, awesome. How narrow is it?
It gets quite narrow.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there only 2 of you guys left?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're there, and then that's it.
Thank
As far
you.
as we know, anybody else is not with us.
Okay.
Okay. We've got 2 more left. I think it's those 2.
Yeah.
Are you guys the last?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
I think that's bridge 41.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'm gonna jump, alright?
Go for it, goodbye.
Bye. If I put my hand up, it means stop. If I go like this, it means come, okay?
So this means come. Okay.
Alright, let me just run ahead and see if there are any other boats coming.
Canal narrows to 1 boat width for the next 300 meters.
You can definitely see how this canal gets so much more narrower. I don't think 2 boats would be able to fit in between here. I'm not too sure how far ahead I have to run in order to be able to see. And then I'm gonna have to run back so that Danny can see me.
Leanne's gone around that corner completely, so I can't even see her. So I hope she's gone and ran all the way down there to see if there's any boats, and then she's gonna run around to that corner again and then signal if I can come.
So they said between bridge 41 and 42. Oh my goodness, but I can't see bridge 42. Doesn't look like 42 is in sight. Let's go. Run, run, run.
So I think I can see around that corner about 150 meters, so she'll have to go for another 150 meters to see if there's boats coming. Hi, is there any boats that side?
We didn't come round the other corner, so we're not certain, because there is a further corner. It was cleared as far as we
It was clear. Okay, cool.
I think you're probably all right to carry on.
Oh, is that?
Your girlfriend? Is
Yeah, she's running ahead
she's,
to see. But
she's well round the bend.
Okay.
Round the bend. Sorry.
no problem. Thank you so
I
much.
think you'll be all right to carry on.
Okay, you can see here, this is the narrowest part. I can't see another bridge, but if another boat does come, there's at least a small little passing point here. So I think it will be safe to say to Danny that he can come. I can see him. Hopefully he can see me.
She's signaling that I can go. So I guess we're just going to move forward and then I'll pick her up along the way. Wow, this canal is narrow.
Oh my goodness, that was a far run. Can I get a lift, please? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Woo!
There is literally no space. There's about this much on each side of the boat.
You can just see how narrow the canal is from the front because you barely have space on the side of the boat. And if I move it to the other side, it's pretty much got the same size to play with over there.
I've been trying my best to keep the boat off the side. It's been difficult. I think I've bumped it like 10 times in this narrow part already.
And here we are, bridge number 42.
Wow, we made it just in time. There's a boat coming.
Hey! The teddy bear's waving. That's really cool. Is this your home?
Yes.
Beautiful. Enjoy your day.
Alright, keep noticing anybody else. There's nobody else. You're clear to go. Enjoy.
Oh!
Sorry.
He's so busy chatting. He got distracted. Crashed us straight into the bushes. You can't get distracted, Captain.
I was trying to help him. Have you got us? Alright, so we have just moored for the afternoon in order to have some lunch. What are you cooking, sweetie?
I'm cooking a little bit of chicken to make us some chicken wraps. But how nice is this? Just to be able to stop on the side and cook us some lunch and relax for a little bit.
It's really nice, and I like it that in here you can actually walk around. Now in Big Red we can't do this, but in this boat we can.
And lunch is served.
Oh, that looks amazing. Amazing how hungry you get on the canal.
So now that our tummies are full and we moored up here on the side, I thought that this would be the perfect time to give you guys a tour. We are on the 54-foot boat from the Black Prince Holidays, and it is their signature collection. So come with me on board. So this is probably the area that you've seen us the most. I would say this is the captain's area because this is where we have to stand and steer the boat. So this is our rudder, which makes the boat turn. We have two little seats that we can sit on and relax at the back. And then over here, this is our throttle, and we also have our horn. Below me is the engine compartment. And then on here, on top of the roof, we have a life buoy. And if you see in the center, there are two poles. So the blue pole is in case we get beached, then we can push ourselves out. The other pole is in case we drop something in the water, then we can fish it out. On the center is a plank. We don't need it on this canal, but it is there just in case you cannot park close to the bank like we are. And this over here is the center line. So when we jump off the boat, we are able to hold the boat close to the bank. But now probably for the part that you've all been waiting for is the inside. Mind your head. As we come down the stairs and enter inside, on my right we have all of the controls where we start the boat, and we are able to control all of the electronics that are inside the boat. We have life jackets, umbrellas, as well as our cleaning equipment. And then to my left we have all sorts of different cupboards that we are able to store things in. Right now we are storing our big thick jackets so they're easy to get to when we need to get off the boat. This is also where the first bedroom is, so you can see there is a full double bed over here, which I fit really well on. So much space. And there are two big open windows that give this room lots and lots and lots of light. And we have a light switch here which can turn the lights on and off. And there is a nice mirror.
We also have a little switch over here, so when we're sleeping we can use that, so when we've switched off all these lights we're not walking in the dark and can just climb into bed and put off the light.
To this side we have a full cupboard, which can also act as a little divider between the rooms if you needed to.
What did we drop?
my cream. Oh, put that back in our cupboard. And this is where the bathroom is. There is a full bathroom here. I mean, look at all of the space that we have. There's a toilet, a basin with running water, and a full shower, which is amazing. There's also lots of storage where you can keep all of your toiletries, and a light with a fan so you don't get too claustrophobic in here.
The toilet is a marine toilet, so it flushes and fills up like a normal toilet. You won't know the difference.
If you follow me, this is room number 2. There is another big window here which allows lots of light to come in. We have a cupboard where you can store some more clothes, and a full length mirror. Again, you can control the light switches, but if you are in bed, they have these tiny little lights over here, so again, you don't have to stumble around in the dark. One thing I also didn't mention is that in winter, they even have heaters, so you can be nice and cozy inside. If you go towards the front of the boat, you get your kitchen area. How amazing is this kitchen? There is so much space. There's a gas stove and an oven, loads of counter space, a deep sink, a microwave. Have you seen the size of this fridge? This fridge is huge. We can fit all of our groceries in here. So nice.
We need a fridge like that for the van, to be honest.
We do. It comes with all the cutlery and utensils that you could ever wish for on this boat, so if you want to cook or bake, go ahead and do that. Over here is a bin, as well as 2 chairs which we can use to sit outside on the grass. Another heater, but then this is our lounge area. Again, we have 2 massive windows allowing so much light to come in here, and I just love how they've decorated this boat in such a modern style.
If you think of it, it's kind of like our van, yellow and grey.
It is.
They know us.
This one's just so much more spacious. To the very front of the boat, we have a little TV, not that we've ever used it, as well as a sound system on the boat, so you can play some nice music while you're chugging along. To my left, this is a full-on charging station, so we've got all of our batteries charging here, as well as our recycle bins. And last but not least, this is the front of our boat, which we like to call our stoep or our veranda. There is one little seating area on this side and another one on that side.
In front here is also where they keep the gas bottle. So in case you need to switch one and the one runs out, you can do that. And then below Leanne, that is where we keep all of our tools and stuff like that. And then they've also provided us with a hose pipe so that we can fill up with water if we need to. The boat does have a 400-litre water tank. Yes, 400. Our van has got 70 litres and that lasts us 2 days. So 400 is definitely going to last us a weekend, if not a week, if you're used to van life and boat life. If you're not, yeah, it might change. All right, all aboard.
All right, let's go. Come on.
Okay, to Llangollen. We are definitely not Welsh. It's sometimes not English.
Here's another one of those bridges, but it doesn't look like it's been in operation for a long time. But it's pretty cool.
Really is relaxing just sitting here at the back and just driving the boat. You know, having a holiday, you can sometimes get bored, but with this, you always have something to do, which is quite nice. I like it.
You can almost think of this experience as like an Airbnb, but with an activity.
I just read that board and it said 500-meter narrow section.
Okay, do you want to come park us? Quickly, come.
She gets really nervous with driving the boat, and yeah, she's starting to reverse it already. Okay, I'll take control.
Thank you. Okay, my job now is to just go ahead and just scope if there are other boats. Thank you.
Might be reversing.
It's okay. So that guy is actually from the boat behind us, and he's running ahead just to see if there are any oncoming boats for us. That's very sweet of him. Again, you can just see how narrow this canal is. We have the boat fitting so snug between each side. It literally just fits.
And we made it through. That one was easier.
Much easier.
Come back, do you think?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Are you thinking, why have we come up here?
Yeah, we're gonna go to Llangollen Canal,
Okay.
and then we're gonna moor there for the night, and then come back tomorrow.
It's tight, isn't it?
It is
It
tight,
is,
yeah. Whoa.
Sorry.
Thanks for running ahead. Woo! Crash. There you did. You made it.
You turn your attention away for 2 seconds and you've lost control of the boat. We're just arriving here to the town of Llangollen.
From what I can see, it looks like a super cute little town.
Hello!
What are your names?
Sarah and Paul.
Lovely to meet you guys.
You're in Wales. Well done. Last time you were in Scotland.
Yes.
It's coming soon, yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you. Lovely to
Enjoy
meet
it,
you guys. Bye.
Subscribers. We never meet them.
This is as far as we can go on our little narrow boat. The canal does carry on down there, but it is not for the boats. Seems like a lot of people are mooring up here. Are we gonna moor here?
Can we?
I think you have to pay.
So I'm checking on this board here by Llangollen that we can park for free up to 4 hours. So I think we're gonna park the boat over here and then we'll moor somewhere else for the night. But at least from here we can go check out the town.
So this is the town where Horseshoe Falls are, but before we go and look at those falls, we want to just have a look at the town.
Oh my word. How cool is that? Oh, he flipped. Nice, dude.
That is so cool. It looks like the entire river is just passing through the town, and then guys just come along with their kayaks and kayak these rapids.
I think it's kind of something you can do here, but probably not a tourist thing. These guys probably know what they're doing.
You can go do it. I don't think I see myself doing
No,
something
definitely
like that.
In the words of Leanne, she said, the town looks quite charming.
It does. It's filled with all of these cafes and bars and all these little trinket shops. You could spend the whole day just moseying around here.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are getting like an ice cream and just walking around the town and maybe getting a beer and then heading towards Horseshoe Falls. Yeah, nice little stop along the way before going to go see the falls actually. I've heard it's very nice. We're now busy walking on this path to the Horseshoe Falls, and inside this town there's a boat that is dragged by a horse like back in the 1800s. So you can kind of get that experience here. I haven't seen any so far. We're not going to be doing it, but the fact that you can get the 1800s experience here, I think it's pretty cool. How far to the falls?
It's at a 45-minute round trip, so still quite a while.
And 6 years later, we have made it to Horseshoe Falls.
I did not expect there to be trees.
Neither did I.
And it looks like quite a few trees have washed down the stream as well. Because look at all this debris.
I was expecting to see like one big horseshoe curve, and that's why it's called Horseshoe Falls, but the trees kind of destroyed that. Here you can see the horseshoe coming because there's the wall, and then over there it's going towards the river, and then from here it's going into the canal. Alright, so we have just parked over here and docked our boat for the night. It's right on the side of the canal, which means it's free, so great. Okay, so I think this is where we're going to end the video. In the beginning we did mention that it is a 3-day journey. However, tomorrow we just got to take the boat all the way back to Chirk Marina where we got it from, and we thought we're just going to enjoy that for ourselves because you've already seen that part.
Yeah, this trip has been something that I've wanted to do for a very, very long time, and I'm so glad that we have done it, and I want to do so many more canal trips. But if you guys are wanting to do a trip like this on a canal boat. We'll leave the information for drifters in the link below and you can go and check them out.
Otherwise, if you like this video, please give it a like. It really does help our channel out. Also leave a super thanks if you can. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, and follow us on the rest of our Welsh adventures.
Yeah.
Whew.
Oh, it was actually a great day.